Hey guys, Metal Driver 89 here, bringing you another WWE review. And today I'm going to be taking a look at the Ultimate Edition Shawn Michaels. Looking at the sides of the box, you see an image of Shawn Michaels. And on the other side, you see his name. Back of the box features two images of Shawn Michaels, one a photograph of him in action, and the other one a toy photography that is posed very well. Stats and career highlights include 6 feet 1 inch from San Antonio, Texas. Finisher, the Sweet Chin Music, and career highlights of 3-time WWE Champion. The description states, he is the showstopper, the icon, the main event. From the original rocker to Mr. WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels proved night in and night out that there's nobody better inside the ring. There's a first time for everything whenever HBK is involved. Alright, now that we have looked at the box, let's go ahead and open this figure up and take a closer look at Shawn Michaels. Alright, and here we have Shawn Michaels out of the packaging, but first let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So he comes with his entrance gear, which has a plastic top, and then a soft goods bottom, which is really nice. Comes with 2 grip hands, 2 open hands, and 2 fisted hands, along with an interchangeable head sculpt. So taking a closer look at the head sculpt, it looks pretty good. I like the expression that he has, although the paint on mine near the lips looks a little off-center here. So that's a bit disappointing. The eyes look pretty good. The hair on it looks pretty nice. So I like it how it has this extra piece of plastic for his ponytail here, which looks really good. Hair is nice and detailed. So overall, pretty good head sculpt. Alright, now looking at the entrance gear of Shawn Michaels on the figure, it looks really good. This is nice and solid. I love that we have soft good entrance pants, which is really nice because in the past Mattel has given us plastic pants for the entrance gear. As you can see here with the previous released ringside exclusive DX In Your House Shawn Michaels, so this was the last time, if I'm not mistaken, this is the last time that we did receive a full entrance gear for Shawn Michaels. So as you can see, that's plastic, so there's really no movement in the legs at all. Whereas with this one, there is full posability. The detailing on the legs look really good. You've got the X's there, the reds and the silver studs, and the zipper on the side. Now this isn't a functional zipper, it's just painted, or it's just designed like that. Looking at the other side, looks exactly the same. Nice and detailed. Then looking at the vest, it is a plastic, but that's to be expected. So it's got red and silver studs all over. Now the paint on the silver didn't really come out perfect. You see there's a lot of splotches around near the silver studs, buttons, whatever they are. It's a little bit missing there. There's a big splotch here on the shoulder. So it's a bit disappointing, but it's not a deal breaker for me. Then we got another silver spot there. It's not perfect, but it is good. And then you've got the chains here on the side, which look really nice. Looking at the head sculpt, it's got the same hair design, obviously, with the ponytail here. But this one's a more smiling face, his classic HBK grin. So that looks really good. I like the detailing. Paint came out very well on here. Now I have seen people complain online that we didn't get a third head. More notably, the recent Series 100 Shawn Michaels head. So that would have been nice to get that, so that it can come with this figure. I have seen some people swap the head so it does fit. Unfortunately, I don't have it. So overall, really solid entrance gear. I love this. I'm glad the Ultimate Edition version has this. We have seen some soft goods with the Ultimate Edition figures, so I hope they can continue with this trend. Alright, now looking at the rest of the body, as you can see on the torso, he's got his painted on chest hair, which looks really detailed and nice. The arms, or the hands I should say, and the wrists have his gloves and wristbands on here, which looks really good. Paint looks pretty solid for the most part. It's got the white, red, and black. Look at the other arm, looks pretty good too. Then you can see here, he's got his arm tattoo, which the pin for the double jointed elbow here goes through the tattoo, which is a little disappointing because On the previous Shawn Michaels figures, the tattoo is on the bicep and it's not being hindered by any pins or points of articulation. So that is something to note on the new one. Looking at the tights, he's donning his black and red hearts tights. This is the outfit that he wore at Survivor Series 97, which was the infamous Montreal Screwjob. So looking at the hearts, they look pretty good. Paint looks pretty solid. There's a little bit of paint smudging there. Just a little one here on this heart as well. The other hearts look pretty good. He's got knee pads on with the hearts, which is good. Not every Shawn Michaels Elite figure has that. Most of them do not have the knee pads, so that is a nice touch that they included with the Ultimate figure. So looking at the back, you see more of the hearts. Again, paint turned out pretty well on these. Nice and solid, pretty crisp all throughout. And then looking at his butt, it says Heartbreak Kid. The letters look, again, solid. Paint looks really good. You've got the kid right on the heart there. Again, pretty good. I like how the paint apps turned out on this figure. There's only just minor defects and they're very small. Then looking at the boots here, you've got silver with the heart designs there. Looks pretty solid. And on the other side, still looks pretty good too. Just a little bit of paint smudging there. Again, not too big of a deal. I like how this turned out. It's always nice when we get a Mattel WWE figure with solid paint apps. So this turned out very well. Alright, so now going over the articulation. So his head is on a ball joint, which allows it to go that far down and that high up, which isn't too high due to the hindrance from the hair. His head could twist side to side. His shoulders are on a hinge, which allows it to go that high up. It can rotate all the way around. He has a bicep swivel. He has double jointed elbows, which is a really neat feature of the Ultimate Edition figures. His wrist has a swivel, and there is a hinge. He does have a ball joint at the diaphragm, which allows him to move all the way around like this, so he can sway side to side. He can crunch forward that far down, which really isn't that far. Compared to the Elite Series ab crunch, he can go pretty far back, which is nice. There is a swivel at the waist. There are ball joints at the hips, which allows the legs to go that far out. It can go that high up. There is a cut at the thigh, which allows it to swivel. Double jointed knees. A cut at the boot. There's a hinge at the ankle, which allows it to go that far down and that high up. The ankle has some really good ankle pivot, and there is toe articulation, which again is a new point of articulation on the Ultimate Edition figures. Alright, and here we have the new Ultimate Edition Shawn Michaels figure next to a bunch of other Elite Shawn Michaels from the mid to late 90s. And here we have the new Ultimate Edition Shawn Michaels in his entrance gear next to a couple other Shawn Michaels figures with their entrance gear. As you can see, the soft goods pants look much better than the plastic ones that we had before. Alright, so what are my final thoughts on the new Ultimate Edition Shawn Michaels figures? Well, I think this is the ultimate Shawn Michaels figure we have so far. No pun intended. Honestly, this is a solid figure. I love the outfit. I'm a big fan of the Survivor Series 97 design. I like the entrance gear. I love the scheme with the red and black and white. I think that looks really good. This figure is really awesome. It's got all these great accessories. I think the head sculpts are pretty solid. Maybe not the absolute best Shawn Michaels head sculpt, but they're much better than a lot of the previous ones that we received, especially the ponytailed head sculpt. I always hated that one. I love that he has double jointed elbows, which honestly I think Elite figures should have them, but seems like those are exclusive to the Ultimate Edition figures. But beggars can't be choosers. So I think this is a solid figure to pick up. If you're a big Shawn Michaels fan, you should definitely get this. He is available right now at Ringside Collectibles. He's not available in stores yet. So if you want to get him now, you can go ahead and go to the Ringside Collectibles website. So I will put a link in the description below so you can check that out if you want. So if you like this review, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, why don't you subscribe so you can see more WWE reviews. As always, stay tuned till the end to see pictures of this figure in action, and I'll see you next time.